Hey guys, this is NightWolf from Nerdy Geek Talk, the source for all your nerdy geeky needs. And Erimus Prime and I are reviewing the Lego Batman movie. Obviously there's gonna be spoilers.
They're not
They're
big
just,
spoilers because there aren't really many big spoilers for the movie, though. So.
I mean, it's kind of spoiling jokes, so if you haven't seen it, go see it.
Yeah, because it's really good.
Yep.
That's what I'll tell you first off about this movie. It's definitely worth seeing.
Alright, so first, we're going to go over our initial thoughts about the movie, just overall generic reactions. So, overall, I thought this movie was really good. One of my things that I hoped before the movie was that it wouldn't have too much of a plot, and kind of that it wouldn't take itself too seriously. Not that I would think that it's going to take itself seriously at all, but like most comedies, if you think about it, have at least one moment that's kind of sad or it makes you cry or something like that, and the rest of it is funny. But the Lego Batman movie doesn't really have this, and I like that. I didn't really want there to be a moment, and there are some semi-serious moments where it's not just like jokes, and I thought it was pretty good.
I almost thought it was sort of like Deadpool in the sense that it almost broke the fourth wall with all the jokes, like all the Batman references, like back to the 60s and stuff, like all those things. Like they didn't outright break the fourth wall, like talk to the viewer. I don't think they ever did that, did they?
The beginning and the end, it was
at the very beginning and the end. But like besides that, it was like really in your face jokes that definitely broke the fourth wall. But I don't think they ever outright like talk to you. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was hoping for. I had pretty high expectations for this movie, and I wouldn't say that my expectations were blown away, but they were definitely satisfied.
Yep.
Like, I had pretty high expectations, and I still like this movie, like, quite a lot, so.
Alright, so favorite character.
Batman.
If you've seen the movie,
you understand.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the movie, you still probably understand.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense.
He's just so funny.
Yeah. The rest of the characters, I love all of them. It's all about Batman, so he kind of gets the most jokes automatically, and he's just really funny. Favorite joke?
My favorite, actually, thinking back to it now, was when Killer Croc swam to the bottom of some water plant to strap this really elaborate bomb there. And he strapped it, and he went, "I did something," and swam away. And that joke just made me die, because it's so true. Killer Croc, I like him a lot, but he never does anything. And so when he did that, I was so surprised. I also really appreciated them showing 60s Batman on screen.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. So those two things.
My favorite joke was when Batman drops in. It's in like the first 5 minutes in the middle of like a bunch of villains, and then Joker's like, "What are you doing? Are you nuts?" And then he's like, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." I just love that so much, because if you don't get it, it's a reference to the Michael Keaton Batman movies. There's a really weird scene where he does that. Favorite villain?
I would say Joker, only because he got the most screen time.
My favorite was either Bane or Godzilla.
Bane's voice was hilarious.
Yeah, Bane's voice was absolutely hilarious.
It was like making fun of Dark Knight Returns.
And Godzilla, I just love how it comes out of the water and it shoots the Eye of Sauron, and then it just like, what? I didn't see anything. And then it just like swims away. I thought that was really funny. Although I'd probably say Bane, also because it's really funny when he's like, "You can't fight Bane anymore," and he's like, "Oh yeah," and just punches Bane.
He punches Bane repeatedly.
And then he does it to some other villains, but Bane was just really funny. So now we're gonna move on to our least favorite things. Least favorite character.
I might say Harley Quinn, but not because I thought she was bad, just because her voice was my least favorite. Not that it was awful, but it didn't nail Harley Quinn for me. And also, I wish she would have done a little bit more. Like, I don't think she should have been a main character, but I think she should have had just a little bit more involvement, and I think the voice acting could have been slightly better.
My least favorite character was probably... I didn't dislike Barbara Gordon at all, but, like, for the first half of her screen time, I just got annoyed with her. Like, I didn't totally dislike her. I just kind of got annoyed with how she was and stuff. And so least favorite villain for you is obviously going to be Harley Quinn. For me is definitely going to be Harley Quinn, just because of the voice. I really wish it had more of a New York accent throughout the whole thing. It kind of went on and off whether she had it, and even when she did, it was really slight, and
Yeah.
it just could have been a lot better. And like you said about how she could have done a little more and been a little more precedent in the movie. Least favorite moment. I think I know what mine is, and not everyone will probably agree with it, but
I'm really struggling, so you go first.
mine is when Joker surrenders and Barbara Gordon walks up and Batman thinks he's going to get all the credit, and then Barbara Gordon does. Because, as we see previously in the movie, everyone in the city loves Batman. And this is where she's becoming the commissioner, but she didn't do anything more than Batman did to get the Joker to surrender. And obviously they like Batman more than the commissioner because she just showed up and became the commissioner. The people who are congratulating them don't really know who she is really at all, and so I feel like they would have actually basically talked to Batman instead of Barbara because everyone loves him. He's the biggest superhero in Gotham, and Barbara's just kind of a new character, and then all of a sudden she gets all the credit for something that neither of them did.
Mm-hmm. My least favorite moment would probably be, it's not like a moment, it's more like a part of the movie, is the fact that, like, Gremlins, Godzilla, the Eye of Sauron, and also Voldemort, but, like, the characters from the Phantom Zone that had nothing to do with Batman had more screen time than every other Batman villain except Joker, which I felt like was a little wrong. It was funny, and I'm not saying they shouldn't have been in the movie, but they were in the movie too much for how little we got of the other Batman villains, in my opinion. But
I can see where you're coming from. I don't really agree, just because I thought that was hilarious that they did it. And it seemed really random, but I thought it was hilarious. But I totally understand why you wouldn't like that. We're going to give it our ratings out of 10. Aramis Prime, go ahead.
I'm going to give it 9 lobster thermidors out of 10.
I'm going to give it 9.25 culturally insensitive outfits out of 10.
Yeah, it was really good. Really liked it. Cannot really recommend it anymore. Not that it's perfect, but it's absolutely worth watching, and it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment what you thought of the movie, and your overall thoughts and anything specific, what you thought about our choices for favorite character, joke, villain, etc., and what you would pick. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. You can find me on Twitter at NightWolf689.
You can find me at Erimus Prime, ERIMUS Prime. There should be links in the description below for both of those.
Yep, and also follow Nerdy Geek Talk on Twitter at Nerdy Geek Talk. Again, all of these will be in the description. And if you're interested, check out our other podcasts, Awesome Asylum, TF Primecast, which are also on Twitter at the podcast name. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Come on, Eric. Let's just record the review, and it'll be okay. Alright? Shh. Godzilla is black now, but he was green.
No, he wasn't!
So,
We literally just looked this up!
It's alright, buddy.
Shut up!
Alright, but I don't think the color of his skin matters.
Yeah, because he's black. If he was green, it'd matter.
It's alright, buddy. It's alright. You ready to record?
Yeah.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Godzilla, because he's black.
Bad! No, stop. You're not Godzilla. You're bad. Bad. You're not Godzilla. Bad.
Hey!
Ow. You can't shoot fireballs. Bad Aramis Prime. Just breathing doesn't make you Godzilla.